So I'm starting in the side control position, but my intention is to correctly take the mount. One big mistake that I see here is people go for the mount, they rush for the mount really fast and they get rolled or they get half guarded. They jump to the mount so fast they lose their position right away. So a match is never going to start in the mount. It's 99% of the time going to start from side control, or you're standing up, you do a throw, you get the guy on the mat, and then you end up passing the guard, or you hit the side control, and from the side control you transition to the mounted position. So as I'm transitioning to this mounted position, first thing I'm going to do is this hand's going to be here in front of his head, this hand's going to be here. Now, notice his arm back here. Okay, let's turn a little bit this way around. So see his arm back here? So his arm's pretty strong. He can reach around me here, and people will start trying to throw me over this way to roll me, okay? Especially right as I'm trying to take the mount. As soon as my foot touches over here, he can roll me. So I'll take my hip and I'll scoot my hip back, immobilizing that arm. Okay, let's turn this way. So my first step is I'm looking at his legs. I move my hip back to immobilize his arm. Now you notice his leg is always going to be coming up here, right? I'm going to take my arm and I'm going to make a frame like this, so his leg can't come up too high, and so he can't totally block me out here. So I make this frame. Now from that frame, I'm going to take my back leg and I'm going to come up over his leg, foot flat, and come to the mounted position. That's one technique. Another technique I can do is I can scoop my hip back and grab my foot. Now, this doesn't take a lot of flexibility. You just need to scoot your hip back. I scoop my hip back and I bring my foot in so he can't feel it coming here, and I come to the mounted position. Another technique I like to use I call boomerang mount. I grab his foot and I pull his foot back. Now he's like, man, what's this guy doing? He's messing with my foot. As he starts to resist with his foot, it goes that way, giving me an opportunity to mount. Sometimes this arm is not back here, but it's in front. It's in front of me now. So now I'm looking at the arm right here. In this case, I don't need to walk my hip back very far because he's not hugging my back, right? So I grab his arm and I lift it up. Instead of walking my hip back, I move forward. I do one of these same moves, whether it be here, here, or make the frame and mount. But when I make the mount, I put his arm on top of him like this, and I put all my weight on him, crushing him with his arm against his chest. And those are several ways that we can effectively take the mounted position.